What?
What?
What are you?
Oh
It's
my God!
Christmas time.
Can you-
getting in the spirit. This was a.
Is that your drug unicorn?
It might be. It might be. This is Mr. Business. Instead of having a suit on, he's wearing a festive Santa outfit. It's nice, isn't it? I think it's great.
You know, I do applaud you. You're the only one Christmas dressed around here. So.
With a drug unicorn.
Yeah. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you very much. I want to give a shout out to my mod, the Mr. Scott Evans, for sending this to me.
Okay.
And Bree, of course.
Okay.
The Mr. and Mrs. It fits very well.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, so as to not be distracting, I just want to show everybody that it does in fact light up. But just as to not be distracting, I'll turn off the
Thank you.
lights. You're welcome.
Thank you. It's time for Game of the Year, guys.
Oh.
But maybe not yet.
Oh.
I just want to get this out there. Huge shout out to everyone over at Twitch. They approached us about this whole IRL thing and being allowed to talk about this. Obviously, there's a little bit of a push and pull. There wasn't really a fight. It's like, hey, we want to talk about this. And like, great, yeah. Can we also do this? Or can we also do that? And so I think it's cool that we can continue that relationship with Twitch. And hopefully we'll get some more upcoming announcements of stuff like that.
I also like how they didn't really tell us that we couldn't ask anything. They just told us if they can't talk about it, they'd say they couldn't talk about it.
Right,
so
yeah.
There was no none of that stuff.
And we did this as well with the Bits program with Bobby, who I think is also announcing something later today on his own stream.
isn't it?
Yeah, there's some Bits stuff coming out later today, so if you want to watch that, it's over on Bobby_Scar, I think is his
so.
Twitch. Yeah. So just once again, huge shout out to Twitch, huge shout out to Aaron for doing the interview. I think you guys did pretty good.
It's good.
I hope so.
Learned a lot about it, yeah.
And there'll always be questions that we didn't get to. We have a space of time and we're only two people. Like, we're not an entire community of question askers. There was one that we didn't get to, right?
Oh yeah. So that was kind of interesting, and I talked about this a little bit about, to Aaron a little bit about this afterwards. So it turns out, for instance, that like the terms of service and stuff that's changing. Like if you're, for instance, doing IRL content on a beach, and you like are in a swimsuit, that's not against TOS anymore. If it fits the theme and you're not like doing it, in your bedroom to show off your swimsuit, if you're like at the beach, like that kind of stuff's okay now. Now, of course, this again plays into that gray area thing, and read the terms of service, kids. But it's they're definitely trying to work with people a little bit more on that. So
yeah,
it's pretty cool.
All right, well, let's go ahead and jump into our top 10.
Sure.
So this is how this is going to work. We each have our own top 10, and we're going to go through them. Co's going to start. I'm going to go. Here's the top 10 list right in front of you. I go second. Zeke goes third. Co goes ninth. We keep going until we're done.
I like that Co's the only one that looked at the camera in that picture.
But what am I looking at?
Me and Zeke are both really sad.
But I think we're both looking at the same thing. Look at our eyes. Look at our focus.
I look kind of stunned.
It's like I think we're both looking at my number 4.
No, I think, and this is
But
cheating
it's
a little
Overwatch,
bit.
right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
This I'm cheating a little bit. I think we're looking at your number 9, and we'll get to that.
Okay.
We'll get to that in due time.
Oh,
But
okay.
Co, why don't you do the honors and start our game of the year here with
Let's
your
do it.
10th pick?
Now, before I read my games, I want to say that this was a great year in gaming.
Oh, Scoots, what are you doing?
He broke it.
Oh, that's okay. Never mind.
It's all good. It's all good.
My game is Uncharted 4.
You're good.
I was going to go into, a 2-minute thing there, but, that's cool. Oh, wait, never mind.
Anyways.
So 2016 was a great year in gaming.
Yeah.
And no, short answer is there were a lot of great games this year. Was really hard to make this top 10 list. I had probably 15 plus games that could have made the top 10 list.
Yeah.
And I had to pare it down. But my first one, as a culmination of an excellent series, and although I did have some slight issues with it, I thought that Uncharted 4 was a great exit to the Nathan Drake franchise. I had a great time playing it, although I did rather publicly kind of rail on the gameplay, because the gameplay is pretty much the same. The action scenes, the cut scenes, the storytelling, the characters were all absolutely top-notch and raised the bar a lot for these types of games. So that was my 10th.
Yeah, it was my third. Mine was much higher up. It wasn't on your list at all, right?
No, I played it and it's okay. I didn't finish it.
Okay.
But I did play it for.
You got the good, the bad, and then I'll gush.
For several hours. The reason why it didn't make my top 10 is because it didn't offer me anything that I felt was innovative. Like it's more of, I mean, Uncharted series is a phenomenal series, but it didn't offer me anything that I thought was, I mean, the videos, content, like the cutscenes and stuff like that were awesome, and also probably because I may have forgotten it.
Really?
Yeah, I may have forgotten it, and that doesn't bode well for a Game of the Year choice. Like, I may have forgotten that I played it for the hours that I did, so it didn't make the list because it didn't, it didn't challenge me, blow me away, or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, and it's not. I mean, it's not that it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, the voice acting, the animations, like everything is, sound design, everything is great. It's just it lacked something.
Yeah. And funny enough, it's what you just said is kind of the issues I had with the gameplay in general. Like, I felt like I was playing almost the same game from Uncharted 3, and if it wasn't for all the story characters and stuff, which I tend to get a little bit more invested in anyway, like I said, it's my 10th pick, so it may have not made my list either.
Yeah. For me, I put it a little bit higher. I think that here's the thing. I'm a sucker for graphics, and this is everyone. Okay. I couldn't put Overwatch on this list. Overwatch.
We banned him from doing it.
Was banned from putting, because it was my game of the year last year when it didn't even come out. So
yeah, beta.
Because I want to be nice, we didn't put it on here. When it comes to story games, when it comes to single player games, I'm about graphics. I'm about pretty good storytelling, and the gameplay kind of takes a back seat for me in terms of my enjoyment. I don't necessarily mind the gameplay of Uncharted 4. Obviously, I don't mind it at all because I put it at third. But for me, it was, the scene where you see Elena and Drake in the very beginning, and they're at their apartment. And then you play Crash Bandicoot right after that, which was kind of a cool nod. But that little scene, that little interaction, was for me like some of the best storytelling of the entire year. And that continues on when you're with Drake's brother, when you're with Sully, when you're with any character in that game. They feel like a fully fleshed out Naughty Dog character. And they're rare as hell in gaming. And then you look at the end of that game. I mean, it tugs at your heart.
Yeah.
It pretty much put a perfect cap on that series for me. And for that's why I rated it so high. That's why it was my number 3 for Uncharted 4. So if you haven't played Uncharted 4 yet, check it out. If you haven't played the Uncharted series, there's a remastered series, which I think we've all played. At least we've all played the original Uncharted, and those are all fantastic. So I'm sad to say that Nathan Drake's not coming back. This was his final thing. We're getting some new game this year with Chloe. And,
but to be fair, it was damn worthy. Like it was about as good as it could have been while retaining the gameplay of the past games and developing the characters like they did. And it was really excellent. It was really excellent.
So my number 10, I don't think you guys will be that upset. I don't even know if you guys even played it. It's Gears of War 4 for the Xbox One. Did you guys even play that?
No, but I'm not mad.
Did you check it out?
That makes sense.
No.
And that's not really
the reason why I didn't check it out is because I wanted to play it co-op.
And that's what I did.
Yeah,
it's a
so
great
I didn't get
co-op
the opportunity to play co-op like I wanted to, because I played through 1, 2, and 3. I believe all of them had co-op. Local co-op. Yeah, I played through 1, 2, and 3 all co-op, and I wanted to do this one, and I've been waiting, and it just never happened. So I never played it, so I couldn't be on the list for me.
Yeah, Gears of War 4 was a lot of fun to play because I played with Erin, and I didn't even know this. She's like the biggest closet Gears of War fan. She bought like the gun, the Lancer.
Right.
She bought a physical Lancer that is that size. She's got to paint it pink and stuff. I mean, it's okay. It's whatever. Rainbow, sorry, she corrects me off screen. But we played through that, and the single player was great. Like, this scene is awesome. You get these giant fucking huge set pieces. This one, you're flying out of a chasm on these things. It's very bullshit action. I'm just going to put that out there.
Yeah.
We're flying through a chasm because the counterweight is then falling right as we're going up. That's why that thing is coming towards us.
Sure.
It's kind of ridiculous, but it's, again, single-player games. Looks good. Don't mind the gameplay. Gears of War and Uncharted, pretty similar gameplay, actually. Gears of War kind of started that whole movement, and then Uncharted kind of took it and put it in all their games. But
the cover shooter.
The cover shooter, yeah. There are some cool set pieces in this that I think are definitely deserving of that. Horde mode. I didn't even touch the normal multiplayer. I played Horde mode with me, Aaron, Dodger, and stripping.
And this game like pioneered the real
Yeah, horde mode
back
is
in the
like,
day, yeah.
it's Gears. That is what you go for in Gears, at least.
That was fun?
It was a lot of fun, yeah. We got up to, there was only 4 of us. We stopped at wave 40. We still want to return to it. It was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed the horde mode. You get to fight kind of all the big set monsters
I'm not
throughout
gonna lie,
the
this
game.
looks pretty epic.
Oh, dude, it's stupidly epic.
Yeah.
Like, you do things in here that are just kind of like, well, that doesn't make any sense. But it's great. And without revealing too much in the end, it's got one of, we talked about stupidly epic. It's got one of the, they just kind of say, fuck the original, like, fuck what Gears of War is. We're gonna amp that up, and you're gonna be gigantic. And I'll just leave that as it is. If you know what I'm talking about, and you've played Gears of War, you know what to expect. If you don't, play Gears of War. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and that was my number 10.
Yeah, for me, I don't know what kind of chased me away from it. There were a lot, unfortunately, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there were some other big releases around the time, so it kind of didn't make it onto my schedule. And then on top of that, I've played a couple Gears of Wars in the past, and unlike Uncharted 4 for me, it's a personal preference thing, but the characters didn't really grab me. I liked Marcus, I liked some of the other guys, but I didn't like them enough to get through the gameplay, which I felt was, like you nailed it, just kind of repetitive and standard. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm super happy with Gears of War 4, though.
I'm actually still looking forward to playing it at some point in time with
We need to
somebody
play
else.
horde mode.
We need to play horde mode?
Yeah.
You're not going to get mad at me, are you?
I mean,
Well,
so you put me in a,
okay, we'll get to it.
you put me in a bad spot
yeah.
because
Yeah.
my answer is I didn't get mad at Strippin, Dodger, and Aaron.
Right, but you can't get mad at those guys. You can get mad at me.
It's true.
I think you feel more. I think you would
you feel
feel
comfortable
way more
yelling at
comfortable
Zeke.
getting
Yeah.
mad at me. I'm that kind of guy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe so.
See?
Maybe so. Zeke, what was your number 10?
My number 10 now, I just want to preface all of this stuff. I tend to shy towards more towards the indie variety of games. And a lot of my top 10 are indie games. There's definitely some AAA stuff in there. But my number 10, I was going to share it, but I said, if we can't share it between these 2 games, then pick this game. And my number 10 is an indie title called This Is the Police. This is the Police is a police station management game. It's point and click. You're the captain of, or you're the chief of a police force. Things like this is your roster for the shift A and shift B. So you run like days and nights, the day and night shift. You move them around. They get like experience points as they go on these calls and stuff. Calls come in, you can't take care of all of them, so you send them out. And the reason why I picked the games on my list that I picked, for the first question I asked myself was, how much fun did I have playing them? And I had so much fun playing This Is the Police because of my nature to assign characters to people who, like, 'cause there's cutscenes with talking.
Yeah.
But none of these like little cards of police officers that you control, none of them have voices or like stories for the most part. So I loved assigning them like personalities and like interacting with Twitch and pretending like I was this gruff old police boss and like, God damn it, person, get out there. You can't call in sick today. I'm already shorthanded as it is, and that kind of stuff, and like getting myself into that kind of character. And I kind of dug the music. Like you throughout the game, you can unlock like CDs and like 8-track tapes of like jazz music or what have you. But the stories, of course, like one of the other things I really liked about it was the stories that were associated with every crime. Like they'd have like a little paragraph, like a married couple exited a convenience store and saw a van and like this whole story. And then you can come up with like reasons like, I'm going to send you out there because you're good at talking to older people, or that kind of stuff. And like it was just a blast to be in this open thing. And I played through the entire game. I finished it. It was a lot of fun. I had a blast.
I never touched this. I remember you talked about it, and you talked about it both on the same episode of Drop Frames. And these are the games that I tend to avoid a little bit. And I think you were a little bit negative towards it as well. It's also,
you guys remember that time when Rage quit this game?
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that. That was awesome.
That same thing happened to me.
Yeah.
And you can push through it.
Yeah, and I should have. This is the Police was a fun game. I had a good time playing with it when I did. When I rage quit it, it was definitely slowing down a little for me at that point, and I can completely see why this is on your list, because this is an excellent catalyst for your improv. So it makes a lot of sense, and I completely understand. For me, I definitely got to the point where like I got over this hump where I wasn't having a great time with it, and then I got hit with one of those mass desertions, basically, and I was just like, you know what? No, I'm done. I'm finished.
Is it hard?
It can be. There's a lot of randomness in it and stuff too. So, but it's the kind of game where there's no question it's fun. A lot of people in my community absolutely enjoyed it, and I played it for hours before I quit it, and I still had a good time for that. So.
Yeah. And it shared the number 10 spot. I was gonna ask if I could share the number 10 spot. It shared the number 10 spot with another, I think it's an indie title, Fury or Furi, however you want to pronounce it, Furi. It shared that spot, and the reason why I gave it to This Is the Police instead of Fury is because This Is the Police lasted longer.
Right.
Like Fury, you can complete in a short amount of time. If you just stay at it several hours, you can complete it.
Sure.
But I wanted to mention Fury because it had one of the best soundtracks that I've heard. Like,
that was one of those.
The Fury soundtrack is amazing.
Fury is one of those games that I still want to play. I don't know if I'll stream it, but I still want to play that because everyone talked about it when it came out, and everyone played it when it came out. I just happened to skip it. So let's do your number 9.
Oh, number 9. Okay. Now, my number 9 pick is a game that I spent a lot of hours on. A lot of hours.
I think we all did.
I had multiple playthroughs. I really enjoyed it. It is one of the most rage-inducing games I've ever played, but it's in a good way, because where you have the lows, you also have those highs. And what I'm about to say will probably give it away, but whenever you hit those like 5%ers, and you're just like, yes, and then you miss a 95%, and you're just done. It takes a good game to elicit that kind of reaction, and that game was XCOM 2.
And that was on your list?
That was on my list, number 9.
That was on my list, and that was on his list.
Yep. I got number 8.
I had it number 2. XCOM 2 is a fucking amazing game, and I didn't think about it because it came out so early in the year.
Yeah, I went through, that's exactly what I did. I went through every single game I have on Steam. Every single game I have on Steam. And I went through, I thought all my PlayStation games, but I went through and I was just like, oh God. I had 30 that I had to pare down to 10.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it says a lot for a game when you can look at footage like this and see a mob, an enemy, and you're just like, oh, that motherfucker. I don't want, oh God, not the snakes. He's gonna pull me, right? Oh, he pulled, okay, great. Fantastic. Oh, okay, I can't get out of that. Great, I'm dead.
Well,
are you fucking kidding me?
It says something about a game that you can, because usually when people tell you their game exploits, it's like somebody telling you about their D&D character. You're like, next. But when you were telling me about your XCOM exploits, I was like, oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, you were. The best part about XCOM, or one of the best parts, and it's one of the reasons why I put it so high. I put Zeke into my game. He had a backwards hat. He had a fucking sword, and he was the guy that would go into my games and just straight up murder the fuck out of people and get out alive.
Yep.
And then I hit a mission where he didn't return home, and you died, and I was. When they die in that game, you get so.
Oh yeah.
You get a little bit of upset, and then it's like depression. It's a 5 stages of depression. You get
especially
sad.
when you lose a team.
Oh, I never had that happen. I was playing on. What did you play it on?
I played it. I honestly don't remember. I don't think I went all the way hard.
I don't think any of us played it on.
I think I tried it all the way hard. Like, oh yeah, this will be fun. And then like 30 minutes later, I was like, what am I doing to myself?
I think you started hard. You moved it down. And because of that, I started on normal.
Yeah. Oh no, and I also just started on Iron Man.
We all did it. Yeah. We all tried. I finished Iron Man run.
Nice. Yeah.
Which was that game is, playing a lot of competitive games. You're reacting to things on a very snappy pace. Yeah. This game, you're like,
Yeah.
It's a thinking man's game.
It gives you the chance to second guess yourself. And also for people like me who are not all about APM, gives you the time to like chess it out, like chess match, like, go there and then percent. And also, can I just say, are we not touching that Ko said not all the way hard like 3 times?
Oh yeah.
Are we still doing phrasing?
Yeah, we're still doing phrasing like not all the way hard. Not
Not
all the way
hard.
Oh.
Not all the way
Sorry,
hard.
I had to say it. My childish brain won't let it go. But yeah, no, XCOM definitely on my list. I had a blast. I love both of them. I haven't played. Have you guys played any expansions or
Not
the,
yet, no.
DLCs or whatever?
No, I watched In Control. Fucking talk about a guy that fanboys over this game. He
Yeah.
really fanboys over this
Oh,
game. And I watched him play a couple things. They just added more to the game. Here is the man, the myth, the legend, Sean motherfucking Day 9 Plot going in for the snipe, and he fucking missed. He missed the shot, and then everyone else goes in. It's, hey, I just realized something.
What?
Overwatch got second in my game because this has Overwatch in it, so we'll just call it Overwatch.
Oh, yeah. Everybody goes on Overwatch.
Everyone goes on. Even the XCOM. The XCOM 2 guys know what they're doing. They're Overwatching.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so disappointed by all this.
No.
There you are. Look at it. It's
when
the
you put them on
Berserker.
Overwatch, you see their laptops come open and they're like, "I'm on Overwatch. I can't do anything."
That's
right now.
that's the Berserker right
Oh, is
there.
that him?
There's God. In Control is in my game. He was
yeah.
he was a sword guy too.
Oh yeah. Those hunters, dude. They're just the bomb.
Yeah, I think I had like 4 versions of ammunition. She was like cool Ann. She was sad Ann. She was emo Ann. She was like robot Ann. Dodger had like 7 different people in my game. Yeah. XCOM fucking 2. What a fantastic game.
Great game.
It's the type of game where if you put it in front of me right now, I'd probably waste away in the afternoon just playing XCOM. I think all of us would probably do that.
I just got a new laptop, new laptop, and I installed XCOM 2 like immediately.
Really?
Yeah. I was sitting there. I had half an hour, or like I had an hour before I was gonna go pack my stuff, and I was like, what game should I download for my lap? All right, we'll do that because it's a point and click. I don't have to type fast. I can play it anywhere.
Yeah.
Right.
So that leads us to our next reveal. And this, all right, I broke a rule. Go ahead and reveal it, Scoots. Go ahead and push it forward. My 9th game is World of Warcraft Legion. I broke a rule, you guys, because you said no. You said only the main game.
You son of a bitch.
But when you fucking reinvent your game in an expansion, you have to throw this in there.
All right.
And the thing here is,
you go with your bad self, boss.
yeah, here, the thing
Captain.
with
I'm penciling in Blood and Wine.
Yeah, you pencil it in.
I don't care what you say.
well, I mean, it's the best
There you
RPG
go.
of the year, obviously.
Thank you.
There you go. Pencil in blood and wine.
I'm penciling in Blood and Wine.
Yep.
The thing with this game, the thing with Legion, I did a 24-hour stream for it. I only do 24-hour streams for games that I know I'm going to enjoy. Did one for this, did one for Final Fantasy, did one for Overwatch. And then the funny thing is the director over there, the producer over there, had to fight me to get away from the computer during the last Roleplay Live.
Just want to
because this
show you
was
this. That's all shame for you.
okay.
Yeah,
That's great. That's great. They're just
Thanks,
upset
chat.
they didn't play World of Warcraft. This came out a week before our live show, right? He gets here. It's like, if I see you fucking playing World of Warcraft, I'm gonna just pack my bags and I'm gonna fucking leave. And he's nodding over there because he knows it's true.
Yeah.
And so,
Yep.
yeah. This game will just suck your life away and your time away, and it's one of the best expansions that WoW has. I say the best expansion WoW has ever had. Better than Wrath of the Lich King, better than Burning Crusade. It adds so much to the game, and the worst part is I stopped playing it after 3 weeks because I couldn't play the game by myself and I couldn't raid. I hit the peak so much because I played it so fucking much. I think I streamed like 100 hours in the first week or some crazy shit. That I couldn't. The raid days were different from who I played with, or we couldn't get on a raid day rather with the guys I was playing with. So I just stopped playing. And I haven't been back.
This is totally, honestly, a don't tempt me, Frodo kind of a game for me, because there were 2 years where I work, WoW, sleep 3-4 hours, work, WoW, sleep, and that's the way it worked for me for at least 1.5 years straight. It was right after Wrath of the Lich King came out, and I cannot do that again. I can't like, people were trying to tease me and tempt me and get me to do. I can't pick it up and say no. I'll be the same way.
Yeah.
It'll be WoW and nothing else. That would be my game of the year,
Dude.
All 10.
I've played MMOs my entire life since EverQuest 1, and it's only recently since I've been streaming that I don't really have an MMO. But I keep in touch with a lot of my friends that have been playing MMOs over those years, and it was hands down. There's been a lot of expansions over the last couple decades for World of Warcraft. I had never seen people get as hyped about one as this one, especially the people that have been playing for like a long time. They said this was kind of like. I heard a lot of times that this was an expansion for them.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool, considering how far it's come. And even though I'm not a WoW player myself, got to give credit where it's due. That's
Also, can we just speak to the majesty that is my UI here? I worked on this thing for probably 24 hours leading up into the stream with the pre-patch and everything. And the bars disappear when you're not in combat. It's just a masterpiece. Just so sexy. Yeah.
Those are just add-ons.
Thanks, Scoots.
Right?
Yeah, just add-ons.
You didn't create them, though.
No, he's just taking other people's work and putting it as his own.
Yeah, it's the JP way. It's the JP way. What's your fucking number 9, Zeke?
My number 9 game, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I might incur, I don't know, I don't think I'll incur any hate for it. But
Okay, all right.
my number 9 game, Overwatch. My number 9 game is
Hold on,
Overwatch.
what was that? What was that, soldier? You want to... Oh, shit, I'm breaking the set. You want to...
Wait.
You mean...
Wait a second.
Yep.
Here,
Is
you
this-
can hold... This is the... Right there. Fantastic.
Hold on.
Yep. My number 9 game of the year is Overwatch.
No.
And I'll tell you why.
No.
I'll tell you why. Because...
Is this a joke?
No,
Is he kidding right now?
It's
No,
a
I'm not
really
kidding.
good game.
I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. The reason why Overwatch is on my list is
I'd
because...
walk off this stage if this
is
mic wasn't
because
holding me down.
Tell
he
me
could-
why
he
it's
could
the
not-
best game ever, Zeke.
He's trying to talk fucking Soldier 76. The reason why it's on my list is because of all the reasons everyone knows. It's a fantastic game. It's really, it's Blizzard, so you know they've thrown lots of money at it, and it's just everything is crisp. Everything works exactly the way it should. I never feel cheated or like my skill is taken into account. Like when I die a lot, it's because I'm not good with this character or I'm not good with him yet or something like that. But I'll tell you the main reason why this is on my list and why I played hours and hours and hours off stream. I'm surprised you caught a stream of me playing because usually I played off stream when I was done streaming.
This
for the
is
day.
old footage right here.
The
Had
reason
to dust
why,
it off.
The reason why is because there's a role to fill for anybody who plays video games. That's why you see me playing Reinhardt. That's why I love playing Mercy, playing Lucio.
I say Lucio too. It's okay.
I liked the fact that I could jump in and be useful, and I didn't have to be like quick on the draw or good aim or anything like that.
Right.
All I had to do was know what my purpose was on the team, and fulfill that purpose.
Yeah.
And I felt useful. I was gaining. And the experience system that they tweaked all the way along was awesome because they started off with not having category for healers. Now they do. It's like healing done. You get a gold medal for that. Okay, great. Okay, that's awesome. And time spent around the objective because that's what I would like do is spend the most time being a tank around the objective, guiding the thing all the way to the goal and shit like that. So I felt like I was being useful to a team of people, whereas in like Modern Warfare or Rainbow Six or anything like that, I would feel like completely useless.
It's such a good game.
It's a great game. It is a fantastic game, and I'm not even begrudgingly saying that.
Yeah.
It is. I mean, anybody who can pick up a mouse and keyboard and get the fundamentals, you can pick up certain characters in the game and be okay.
Yeah. There's a reason. There's two reasons. One, this was my game of the year last year in beta because I loved it that much.
Sure.
I put in 600 streamed hours of this game alone this year, and it would have been more, but it kind of makes me a little angry every once in a while. So the doctor said to cut it back. Don't want to have a heart attack while playing a fucking video game. So that's why.
Oh, you cut it right before the last part.
Oh, is that where you died?
That's where I got a multi-kill.
Oh.
I got res and I got like 4 kills right in a row. And
Perfect example.
None of that happened, guys. He's just saying that.
Perfect example is that right there. Things happen and you're like, guys, You know, you're talking about how no one
Yeah.
cares about your D&D fucking character.
Yeah.
No one cares about anyone Overwatch play because they've done it too, and they've had awesome shit happen to them at any skill level.
Yep.
And there's a reason why you go watch Reddit. You go every single day. There's a new fucking upvoted play of the game or some crazy thing that someone's doing. Twitch is constantly tweeting out. Lucio plays recently where some legendary Lucio is booping people off constantly on maps, and they're all fucking incredible. And they're all rage-inducing because you've had that happen to you. I'm just gushing a little bit because this would have been my game of the year, but I couldn't put it on there.
Sure.
Yeah.
No, I put it on there. I'm surprised it's not on comms.
Yeah, like
I'm not surprised.
Here's real talk. I give
but I know you played a lot.
I give Overwatch a lot of guff, and I it's not it's not on my game of the year list, but there's no question, and I mean for the reasons you guys have said, it's a good game. It's not a bad game. It's not a game that really grabbed my interest. I felt it was kind of generic. It really wasn't for me. Doesn't mean it's a bad game. So like that's just kind of how I stand on it. And but if this is your thing, I understand why people put 600 hours and even more in some cases into it. So
yeah. So
it's a well-made game.
I need to play some Overwatch.
Turn it off.
Okay. I haven't played in a while. The fix is getting back in my veins. Co, why don't you go and reveal your number 8?
Okay, so my number 8 was a game that I really enjoyed. And what's interesting is I very rarely enjoy a game for both single and multiplayer. But this was a case where my expectations were exceeded in ways in both of them. And my number 8 game is Titanfall 2. I not only was blown away by the quality of the single-player campaign, I had a great time in it, but I also ended up playing Titanfall 2 for, probably 50, 60, 70 hours afterwards.
Played a lot.
And had a great time doing it. I played with my community. We played all the time. We got all these different unlocks, tried all these different loadouts, and all these. It was a really, really enjoyable experience. And for how much I paid for it, I got my money out of it in spades. Another big thing that I really like about Titanfall 2 is the free DLC stuff they're doing. I think that's an excellent precedent to set from a company their size.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of really good things about it. So I felt that it earned a place on my top 10 list.
Yeah, for me, this was 7, and it was for the single player, man. What? 4 hours
Dude,
of just like
out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting to play through that and just have it be one of those generic, like, this is how you play multiplayer. Let's show you all the different ways to do that. But then you get to some of the boss fights and the level design. Oh, it just blew me away in more than one case. And it was just, again, it was really made. It's the kind of thing where it was so well made, I want to go to that company and be like, okay, screw the multiplayer. Let's get an 18-hour Titanfall 3. Like, let's make this an epic, just do what you did again and make it longer. And people will love it and buy it. So, yeah, it was really well made and a lot of fun.
And once again, why it's not on my list is because I did not play it.
Yep.
I heard nothing but good things about the single player. I was a little wary that the single player wasn't like super long, but now that it's been hyped up so much and most everybody has positive things to say about it, I really feel like I need to go back and play at least through the single player.
It's really good. And it's really short too, which is generally that would be a bad thing for single players, but the multiplayer is so good. It's like, well, you finish the single player, you're ready for multiplayer.
Yeah.
And for me, it was my number 7, and it was because single player game. Said this at the beginning. I like set pieces. I like good graphics, and I like gameplay's
Speaking
always
of set
fast.
pieces.
Yeah, set pieces right there.
Nice, nice, Scott. Way to go, buddy. Sorry, Scoots, everybody.
That's actually a Titan. The couch. That's why I got it.
Oh, is it like a transformer?
Yeah, it's a transformer. Yeah, his name's Bob.
You jump right in there.
I believe it.
Yeah.
That sounds very believable.
But one of the other things too that they did in the single player, and I think we talked about this when we were talking about it on the show, is they weren't afraid to go full stupid, in the sense of like, yeah, of course this guy's gonna quote Top Gun all fucking time. Like the entire time you're doing this mission right here, flying around towards the end of the level. Every time we cut to it, it starts loading.
Yeah.
So, IRL's breaking Twitch, apparently. Everyone is right on Twitter. Who knew?
Jeez, Twitch.
Yeah.
The end of gaming content.
But, you've seen Top Gun, right?
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know Jester?
Yeah.
He's basically a bad guy in this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's Jester, right, at the end?
I don't even remember.
I think it's Jester.
Yeah,
But dude, the
Yeah.
amount of like just army and military based quips and stuff. That, for me, really added to the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because it sounded like people messing around that would be in that world, and it added a really kind of fun and entertaining layer to it. So
It
it worked out well for it.
It's a hell of a game. I didn't play much multiplayer of it. Why did you have to show me falling twice, Scott? Twice. All right? Jesus.
He finds the right way to do things.
Yeah.
It's
But
a
look
good
at this.
representation of your game.
This
Like,
whole
this
scene
whole
was
sequence
so good.
is insane.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah.
motherfucker. It's like this. It's like this every single time. Like,
Couch.
yeah. There's a level where
Quick, cut to the couch.
there's a level where your world is basically it's tilted, right?
Right.
And you basically work your way up, and so that level design continues throughout the game, which is just stellar. Like I think we both talked about that level.
Oh, where it's building
Where it's
the arena
building
you end in?
as you're,
that
like,
was
walking
so
into
cool.
it.
And
That's
what's
so
kind of
cool.
fun is also like the different ways you can play the game. Like I remember specifically watching a streamer that was stuck on a part for almost an hour and a half. I had him on in the background while I was doing some admin work tonight,
Yeah.
and it was in that scene. And then I was like, well, that's weird. Like we're both playing on the hardest difficulty. What did I do for that? And then I go to my game, and I just like got on the moving platform, went to a corner and crouched, and just like glided right through it.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh.
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about.
And I ended up doing that for like a big part of that level. So I'd get to these like hard bottlenecks and just be like, nope, and just jump on the moving platform and get to a point where I could. It was great. Hey, look, there he comes
Again with the falling.
Oh man, God, you're terrible at games.
It didn't happen 3 times in a row. Something is going on with Twitch VODs
I don't
where
think
it's
that's true.
loading back
No.
every single time, right at the fucking beginning, and it's showing me jumping off.
It's okay, JP. Maybe you'll get it this time.
Titanfall 2 sucks. Get it off the fucking screen.
Get out of here.
It's not my number 7. It is my number 7. It's not me falling off. I've already fallen off. See, he throws you. If Twitch would play it, he throws you from here to there, and then you go and fight, and it's fucking
It's
great.
great. It's
great.
absolutely awesome.
I'll check it out
You got to check it out.
because I can't see it here.
You can't see it here. You can't watch it here. Let's move on to my number 8, a game that it was tough to put this on here because it had so many fucking flaws when it comes to the technical aspect of it.
Really?
I don't think you guys won't believe me, but this game's actually fucking great. It's Batman Telltale series.
I played
Oh,
the
no
first
kidding.
episode of it, and did it just fully release? Like all the chapters?
Yes, I have not played the 5th, which is funny. I have not played the 5th chapter yet, so I don't know how it ends.
See, and that's
I've
the
heard the
thing.
ending's great. So.
Yeah.
It just came out, and I'll do that with Telltale games. I did that with Game of Thrones.
I'm
I
exactly
did it
the
with
same way.
Batman. I was like, I'll check out the first one.
Yep.
And then see, and then if it's good, I'll wait for the whole thing to come out.
Yeah.
So I've been waiting for the whole thing to come out, and I'll tell you what, from the first episode, I was not impressed.
So
I was
I'm on the
super
opposite.
like meh about the first episode of Batman Telltale.
Yeah?
I was like, oh, they're gonna retell the fucking origin story again.
yeah.
So blah
Here's
blah
the
blah
thing.
dead parents, blah 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 dead parents.
So
Fuck off, dude. Shut up.
here's the thing.
Yeah.
I totally agree with you. Episode 1 sucks. It's the worst episode.
Okay.
Episode 2 starts out, and they're like, yeah, you know that origin story you've heard 1,000 fucking times? What if we just like said, fuck all that, and we're just gonna make stuff happen? People are gonna die that aren't supposed to.
Good. Okay.
Things are gonna happen. The fucking the Kent family is like, or not the Kent family. Jesus Christ,
Wayne.
the Wayne family is like fucking terrible. There's terrible people in this. It's great.
Okay, good.
Like
I can't wait then.
they
Wow.
go really interesting ways, and it's so cool to see that DC was kind of like, yeah, I guess you could do that. Like that doesn't make any sense from all the stories that we've made for 50 fucking years.
I love
but
that idea, though.
I love it. Yeah,
That's
it was so fucking good. I was so excited by that. Can't wait to see what happens toward the end.
No, that might actually be like the first game I played when I get back, because I found out, because someone actually tweeted at me, it's like, hey, Batman's done.
Yeah.
You want to come play it? I'm like, ugh, I don't know.
So,
the
we
first
sh-
episode, and then you saying this make me like super excited to do it. So
You can sleep with Catwoman in the game.
bam, 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 bam. I'll be really trying, baby. Can't get it on? Let's get it.
The best part is Dodger, dexterity bonus, was vehemently against this. So she
I
was
the way,
like,
I like the way you say that.
she was like one of the, I think, you know how like after each thing,
Yeah.
after each episode you play, it like tells you how many percentage did what.
Oh, sure, yeah.
it's like 94% or something just left at Catwoman.
Yeah.
Dodger was like the 6%.
I am the 6%.
He's like, no, you're not supposed to do that.
You can't, well, that's
This is
why
not
that's why they
canon.
don't do it.
Yeah.
That's why they don't do it.
Yeah. It's good. I think you'll like it.
Okay.
I think you'll like it if you play
I'm excited.
it. So yeah, Batman Telltale. I really want to play the final episode because...
Did you play any of it, Co?
I played the first episode, but I liked it.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed the first episode, but I do exactly like you do. I did that with Hitman. I did that with pretty much all the Telltale games, where I play the first episode, and then I'm like, okay, let's see if I like it. And then I always wait for it to be done and then go through it. In fact, that's on my short list to play. If Subnautica had not just had a massive update, then I probably would have done it sooner rather than later. But yeah, it's definitely on the short list. Going to be checking it out.
Yeah, it's a hell of a game. Sorry for the gameplay stuff. We're going to try to fix that right now. Why don't you go and reveal your next game?
What number am I on, Mr.
I think you're...
Scoots?
7.
Okay.
No. 7
Wait.
says the man.
Nope.
No, it's Co's turn.
Oh.
Yeah, Co, go.
Oh,
Yeah.
right, because you're okay.
Oh,
yeah.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Your
So,
XCOM 2 was already revealed.
Someone knows what the hell's going on.
Yeah, thank God.
Scoots for the win.
Thank God.
So my number 7 game, this was a game that I thoroughly enjoyed playing. I played beta and multiplayer, had a great time with it. One of the goriest, metalist, just like rocking hard ass gameplay that I've done in a long time, and that game was Doom.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, it
loved
was.
the remake. I had a fantastic time with it. I played on the hardest difficulty, and it was an excellent experience, from the fatalities to the maps to the amazing soundtrack. And again, I'm one of those guys that put 10 plus hours in multiplayer and had a good time doing that when I played it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I heard actually there's some new content that came out for it recently. I don't know if it's
Single
all
player?
multiplayer. I don't know if it's all multiplayer or single player stuff, but
Oh.
maybe checking it out again. But yeah, Doom was incredible, and made it to the 7th on my Game of the Year list.
It's rare when you find a game that you can say, that game's got fucking balls.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
That
Yeah.
game is just hardcore, like fan service, wonderful music, all the way through. It has all the elements that you love from the originals, and they just added like so much more awesome stuff. They didn't
Right.
like the things they added did not take away from what Doom at the core is. The verticality of it, the jumping around. They kept the fast paced, like forced fast pace.
Yeah.
Like I usually play FPSs pretty slowly because I can't shoot very well. But this does not allow that. You are in a room with demons, and you have to run around. You have to like run, shoot, reload, pick up guns, the whole thing, and it's heart pounding. And I can't say enough good things about the first opening
Dude.
song
Oh, yes.
sequence.
Yes.
At the end of that song, that I was like,
Yeah.
oh God. It was amazing.
Man, that whole sequence kind of put it up to my number 6 as well. It's funny how we all put it like right in the middle of our top 10 list. But yeah, that sequence, the music time to it, you know, just the badassery of the fucking Doom guy walking up, going like that, and the game fucking starts, title screen's shown, and you're just like, fuck yes, dude. Like,
I am invested in this.
Yeah, the funny thing about this is I played it when it launched, the night that it launched, for about maybe 2 hours or so, and it's kind of like, I didn't go back to it till about 3 weeks ago. I played it in one sitting. I just put on the easiest setting. I was like, I just want to fucking kill some demons.
Yep.
I just want to fucking kill some dudes, listen to amazing music, and just destroy things. And that's what I did. It was so much fun.
Also, you know what? A lot of people gave it flack, but I am, just like I was one of the guys that did multiplayer, I actually really enjoyed the story in Doom. I liked the progression. I liked where they went with it. I liked the ending. And honestly, I really hope they remake Doom 2 in the exact same format. And they get the same artist for the music. And like, I just want more. I just want more. That's one of the reasons I was so bummed when I heard they weren't doing a bunch of single player content. Like, I wanted to see like multi-hour long single player DLCs in that same style. Learn kind of like in Doom 3 how you learn about the world and the demons and all that stuff. I want to see that in this new reboot. And hopefully, we'll see them carry this on, and
Well,
hopefully we'll see more.
I don't know if you feel the same way, but after finishing the game, you finished it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. After finishing the game, I felt like it was just the first chapter.
Yes,
I felt
exactly.
like it was like now you got a taste.
And now it's getting started.
Now we're gonna really, stick it to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hell of a
I
game.
loved it.
Hell of a game. And I think it's been pretty cheap. It's like down to $30 already. At least it was at one time. I don't know if
It's
it
still going
is.
down. Yep.
Sucks the multiplayer wasn't that good though.
Yeah, it was a little generic, and I don't think they put enough. They did a lot of things that made some of the purists pretty frustrated. So it's kind of understandable, but hopefully they'll listen to feedback and we'll see some improvements as it moves forward. We'll see.
Yeah, yeah.
Still fun.
Yeah, fantastic. That was your 6, right? That was
That was my number 6. Yep.
That was my 6 too, and that was your
My 7th.
7. Okay. So you're next?
We're up to Zeke's 7th.
Okay. We okay, Scott?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
Gotta check with Showbro. We're good.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make sure because he looked. If you can't see him, but Scooter looks like. And I thought he was looking at me. Anyways, my number 7 is, I believe, another indie title, and a lot of people played it. It harkened back to another game that everybody played it and went, oh, so it's like this game. My number 7 game, Inside.
Oh.
Inside, and people immediately when people play, they're like, so this is kind of like Limbo. Well, kind of. Yeah, it has the same kind of feel, the same kind of look and control, but it's the reason why it's on my list, and the main reason why it's on my list is because of the discussions it sparked between the discussions on the forums, the discussions with my chat. Like, it's so up for interpretation when you go through the game, because if you go through the game, there's a lot of shit that you're like, whoa, what is this? Why am I this? Why is this happening? And you discuss it with your chat, and there's been like blog posts about, this is what I think it relates to this subject. Like, one blog post was about, like, I think it has something to do with someone struggling with cancer or something like that.
A lot of interpretation.
Yeah, there's interpretation, and it's the feeling of it. It has this ominous, foreboding kind of feel to it as you move forward through the game. But it's just, I love games that leave it open and it's thought-provoking, and you can have your own ideas about, okay, so this, I'm thinking that this means this is a good thing, and I might be the bad thing, or and that kind of thing. And I love having those thought experiments and thought discussions with the chat and stuff. It was very good. It was a very great game to stream because the chat interaction was super rewarding and enjoyable.
Really? Because that's why I quit the game.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, that led me to stop the game. I stopped the stream and finished it off stream. It's the first game I've ever done that with. Because I played a little bit after the fact. I think I played it like 2 or 3 weeks after release, so everyone kind of knew the puzzles, so to speak.
Oh, sure, yeah. That's definitely that would probably ruin a little bit of the game for sure, because it's so much fun to figure that shit out, and it's not like overly difficult.
It's not, yeah.
And look, I mean, if you get a look at this, like, this is, see, blind run, no help, please. I'm trying. You do your best. You do your best to avoid all that stuff.
Right.
But this is in the first part of the game, so I'm not really spoiling anything. But it is just like, look at the stark contrasts between shadows and light, and look at the background. There's shit going on in the background, and you're like, who are those guys that are walking along? What do they represent? Are they symbolic of something?
A lot of layers.
Yeah.
A lot of layers to this game.
Yeah, the art is really good too. That's another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the style, the almost faceless nature of your character is fantastic.
Yeah, I kind of wish I finished it on stream because the end is such a cool reveal.
This part in particular, this was one of the first parts where you go, wow, this took a turn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets dark.
And you're like,
How many times are you gonna watch you fail this?
Oh, it looks like you picked it up.
I'm pretty quick on the uptake, but I didn't one shot, I don't think, but yeah, this part first and foremost was the part where I went, oh, there's something really going on here.
Yeah.
Some deeper meaning that I'm not quite catching yet. But as you play through it, it just gets weirder and more up for interpretation. I can't say enough good things about it.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that I wish we had more spots on the list.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's Inside. Who's you should be next.
I think I'm next.
Oh, that's not anybody else's list. Oh.
No.
Yeah,
it was
so-
a little too short for my list.
What's your
I
number
think.
six?
I understand that. That's
Yeah.
probably why
Let's-
it wasn't higher on my list.
Let's do this. Let's reveal your 6. We'll talk about it, and we'll take a quick break. So we're about halfway through, and then we'll check out the internet. For some reason, I'm having some issues with a lot of the VODs, so we'll get that sorted.
Sure.
But what's your number 6?
My number 6. This was this game holds a special place in my heart because I played the original, and the original was one of the first kind of slapstick. It was a game that left a big impression on me.
Yeah.
And when they remade it, I was a little bit skeptical, but I was like, you know what, I'll give it a try. And it turned out to be a game that not only took me for so many more hours than I thought, but it was a lot deeper than I thought it would be. And that was Shadow Warrior 2. That was my number 6. I really, really enjoyed this game. From the item creation system to the over-the-top bosses to the repeating level designs. The banter was top-notch between the characters. The huge amount of weapon customization, the huge amount of weapons, period.
Right.
Really, for a loot whore such as myself, I just fell in love with this game. And I absolutely loved it. And I can't wait, again, to play more of it as they come out with more for it. But I had a fantastic time with Shadow Warrior, and it got to number 6 on my list.
Did you beat the game, right?
Oh, yes. I
Yeah.
beat the game, and then I actually continued to play it just to, like, farm some weapons and have fun in the world. Yeah.
Yeah, this is one of those that I watched a lot of streams of it because I was like, man, maybe it looks like it has a lot of content. Maybe this is a game for me. And it kind of has that little bit of Borderlands look to it.
Yep.
Tiny bit.
Except the graphics were real nice, especially the weather effects. and
Yeah,
stuff in
yeah.
Shadow Warrior
I
2.
remember you kept saying that. Unfortunately, you can only do 720p or 1080p 60 at low bit rate
Yeah.
on Twitch. So I didn't really get the full look at it, but I don't know. It just didn't grab me. There was nothing that I could really be like, man, I should really play that game because of that. It just looked.
Yeah.
I actually got a chance to interview some of either the devs or the publicists for Shadow Warrior 2 at one of the conventions.
Yeah.
And they showed me some gameplay and stuff, and it looked really fun. It looked just like straight up fun. About this. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the one where you like can slash them and then slash them again, like the pieces fly apart. Is that right, Co?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There was a huge amount of
Like
dismemberment.
you can slash them and then slash it again, and then it goes
You
like
got
that.
it.
Okay,
Yep.
so this is that game. It looked like just pure, honest God fun.
The Wang
I
jokes.
never played. Yeah, the Wang jokes abound. I'm sure,
Oh, all over the
which
place.
totally appeal to me. But I never played the first one, and I want to play the first one before I play the second one. I know some people said you don't have to,
You should.
but you should.
It's totally
Exactly.
worth it. Yeah.
And people have told me I should be playing this, but and it's definitely on one of those long lists of like, you should probably play that.
Yeah.
One of those
Yeah.
kind of things. But I didn't get to this one.
You can co-op this, right?
You sure can. Yep.
Yeah.
Sure can.
Yeah. Wow, that's okay. That's a lot of controls. This is
A lot of different stuff.
This is some early footage.
Yeah,
this
to
is
be
from
clear,
your-
this is the pre-release.
Yeah,
So
pre-release,
the devs were nice enough to give me an early copy that they were actually previewing at PAXs and game shows. But to be fair, not a huge amount changed. It was pretty much a release candidate in most cases.
cool.
It was really great.
All right. Well, we're halfway done.
Awesome.
We got, I think, like 8. We start doubling up here. We start revealing games, and
Yeah.
they're kind of on everyone else's list.
Yeah.
And
I think it's just gonna continue as it goes up.
yeah. So we got
I'm
a
looking
little
forward
bit.
to seeing y'all's top 5 here.
Fuck, you already revealed my 2 and 3. So we'll see what happens. We're going to continue Drop Frames Game of the Year 2016 show, but we're going to take a quick break real quick, figure out what's going on with the VODs. Someone might be downloading. Someone's watching.
Stop all the downloads.
We got to stop all the downloads.
Playing Overwatch.
Pork chop
Scott's playing Overwatch. We figured it out. I'm going to go yell at him. We'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. More Drop Frames coming up right after this. We'll see you then.